The medals on the wall tell one story. They speak of honor, of duty, of battles won. But there's another story, one that isn't cast in bronze or hung on a wall. It's the story that plays behind my eyes long after the uniform has been put away. It's the story of the silence after the storm, a silence that is somehow louder than any explosion. People see an old soldier and they thank me for my service. I appreciate it. I truly do, but they can't see the landscapes I carry inside me, the sun-scorched earth of a foreign land, the smell of dust and cordite that never quite leaves you, the faces of the men who stood beside me, young faces full of hope and fear, etched into my memory with a clarity that time can't seem to fade. There's a particular memory that visits me often, usually in the quiet hours just before dawn. We were on patrol, the air thick with a tension you could almost taste. Everything was still, too still. Then the world just erupted. In the chaos, you don't think, you react. It's a symphony of survival, every move dictated by pure instinct and training. You push forward, you cover your brother, you do what you have to do to see the next sunrise. But it's not the action that haunts me, it's the aftermath. It's the moment when the noise stops and you take a breath and you look around. You see the cost. You see the empty spaces where your friends once stood, and in that moment you feel a profound sense of loneliness, a kind of survivor's guilt that wraps around your heart and squeezes. Why me? Why did I get to come home when they didn't? That question doesn't have an answer. I've spent years searching for one in the bottom of a glass, in the quiet of the mountains, in the faces of my children. The truth is, there is no answer. There's just the living. Coming home was supposed to be the end of the battle. In many ways, it was just the beginning of a different kind of war. The world I left had moved on, but I was still stuck in that moment of silence after the chaos. The sounds of everyday life, a car backfiring, a door slamming, they were landmines in a world that was supposed to be safe. People would talk about their daily problems, their deadlines, their traffic jams, and it felt like we were speaking different languages. How could I explain the weight I was carrying when I barely understood it myself? For a long time, I tried to carry it alone. I thought it was my burden, my duty to bear it in silence. That's what a soldier does, right? You compartmentalize. You put the pain in a box and you lock it away. But the thing about those boxes is they leak. The memories seep out in nightmares, in moments of anger, in a constant state of being on edge. It affects your family, your relationships, your ability to feel joy. The turning point for me was realizing I wasn't alone. It was a slow, painful realization. I started talking to other veterans. At first, it was just small talk, but then, slowly, we started sharing the stories that we kept locked away. And in their eyes, I saw the same haunting echoes that I saw in my own reflection. We spoke the same unspoken language. We understood the weight. Sharing that burden didn't make it disappear. The memories are still there. The ghosts of my friends still walk beside me, but sharing it made it manageable. It was like letting some of the pressure out of a valve that was about to burst. We learned to carry the weight together. We talked about the good times too. The laughter in the barracks, the pranks we pulled, the incredible bond that's forged only in the crucible of shared hardship. Those memories are just as powerful. They are the light that pushes back against the darkness. We remembered our friends not just for how they died, but for how they lived, with courage, with humor, and with an unwavering loyalty to each other. To anyone out there who is carrying a heavy load, especially my fellow veterans, please know this: you do not have to carry it alone. Reaching out is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of incredible strength. It's the bravest thing you can do. It's continuing the mission, which is to look after one another, even after the war is over. There are people who understand. There are resources available to help you navigate the memories and find your footing in the civilian world. It's a different kind of battlefield, but you have the strength and resilience to navigate it. You survived the war. You can survive the peace. If you are struggling, please reach out. Talk to a friend, a family member, or a professional. Organizations like the Veterans Crisis Line are there for you 24/7. Their number is 988. Then press 1. You can call or text. You are not a burden. Your story matters. Your life matters. Today, my medals on the wall mean something different to me. They don't just represent the battles I fought over there. They represent the battle I fight every day, right here. The battle to live, to remember, to honor the fallen by finding peace in the life they gave me. The silence is still there sometimes, but now it's not as loud. Now I can hear other things too. The laughter of my grandkids, the song of a bird outside my window, the sound of my own steady breath, and that is a victory in itself. Thank you for listening.